Ah, yes, we're starting with the furnace this time. So, I, Chibi Joe, say, what's up, you guys? And I am doing the review of A Certain Magical Index Season 1. This anime, in all three seasons, is good. I recommend watching it. Though, it has been a while since I watched Season 1, and when I was thinking about going back to watch it again to kind of get a refresher, I part of me forgot how many episodes there was, and I just didn't want to mess with it at all. Um, so I'm gonna kind of ask you guys a question. How do you guys want me to do these reviews? Do you want me to be extremely in depth, or do you want me to be more generalized but give you enough that you may want to watch the show yourself, so I don't spoil anything? Um, I'll be more generalized in this episode and the two episodes following. But if you guys want me to be more in depth, then after I review Magical Index Season 3, then I'll be a little bit more in depth. So the story is the main character, Toma Kamijo, or Kamijo Toma. I don't remember what his actual first name is. Toma Kamijo. Okay, so Kamijo is his last name. Um, he is an Esper, basically someone with a superpower, essentially. But he's a level 0, meaning his power really isn't, well, powerful. And his power is essentially he can negate any attack coming at him, which in my opinion is a pretty strong ass power. But I guess because it's not a strong offensive power, he gets level 0. So he has the worst luck in the world, and he's terrible. You know, he's rough at school. His friends are the perverted best friends, and he comes home one day and he sees a nun on his balcony. Her name is, well, she has a longer name, but I'm just going to call her Index. Index eats a bunch of foods, and they basically become roommates. And all of a sudden, people from the English Puritan Church starts hunting after them, fighting them, and so starts the story. It's got a lot of really good moments, a lot of good character development. Uh, Great cast of characters. You know, you have one of my favorites, Makoto Masaka, or Misaka. This is the problem with me reading names is I'll forget how they're pronounced because I'm reading them. Misaka Makoto. Her power is like electrical. She can basically shoot electricity, and it's really cool. I love her. And there's another character named uh, Accelerator, where he has like I forget what they call it, but basically he can basically not use a lot of strength but hit super hard. And it's not like super strength, it's basically he controls the force in which he can hit you. I want to say velocity, but that wasn't what they called it in the show. I don't think so, at least. It was like vertex or vortex. There's also like a girl whose blood is basically poison to vampires. It never really gets played off very much. There's also the Misaka, which are clones. They play a huge part in this series as a whole. And I gotta be honest, there is like harem aspects to this, especially with like Index and Misaka. Even though I think Misaka is a better character around than Index. I don't hate Index by any means. I just feel like Misaka is better of a character. Maybe it's because I like tsunderes, but there is a lot of things that are really rough to get through. The both openings for this season, for season 1, are amazing. I recommend really all of the, and I'm gonna say this probably in every review of Magical Index. All of the openings in these seasons are amazing. And the endings are amazing. The music, the way it builds up tension is amazing. One thing I don't like about this anime, nothing really has consequences. And when there are consequences, it usually is at the detriment to our hero, and it's the same detriment every single time. Because no woman in this world apparently knows how to lock a goddamn door. And every time he does, he gets bitten by Index or electrocuted by Misaka. It's just really... It gets old. Like, the first few times it happens, it's kind of funny. But then it gets really annoying. And then by season 3, because it still happens in season 3... you kind of just learn to accept it. This is also the beginning of like the storyline of the Roman Catholic Church versus the English Puritan Church. You already kind of get hints of that throughout the series. You also get hints that the English Puritan Church isn't the most clean of places to be an employee at. I don't want to explain so much, but I will say, if you want to watch one of the best fights I have ever seen, it's in episode 14. I remember this. I've marked it on my on my notes that I usually don't follow, but I just put episode 14 best fight, and that is Accelerator versus Kamijo. And Toma versus Accelerator is just so freaking badass. And it's the start of Accelerator's huge character development. I mean, best character development in the show, it goes to Accelerator by far. And I'll get into that as I talk about other things. Acting in this, again, I've never watched I've never watched the English dub, so I can't really tell you. I like some of the like some of the decisions that they made for casting. But again, like Monica Rial, I'm not really much of a fan of Monica Rial. It has nothing to do, I'm going to immediately say this, it has nothing to do with the Vic Mignogna situation. I just really just don't like Monica Rial. I don't like her public presence. I don't like her acting. I just do not think she's all that good. I don't think she's as good as she thinks she is. Which is normally the case for actors. I'm sure I am not as good as I think I am, according to other people. So when I say that, don't think that I'm like, oh, I'm a better voice actor than her. I'm not. Obviously, I have not done much in my resume, and done even less than I can actually put on my resume. But I don't like her as the decision for Index. I don't think she could really pull that character off. So that's just my opinion. Austin Tyndall as Accelerator is a very good choice. Another thing, look up Accelerator laughs. The Japanese voice actor, Nobuhiko Okamoto, I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did these laughs. Because the last season came out in 2019, I believe. And he was still doing those laughs. And I'm like, how do you prepare your throat to do those laughs? I want to talk to him. I really do. I want to talk to him. And just find out how he did what he did. Because it's one of the most unique laughs I've ever seen in an anime. Done by an adult male. And that's pretty much all I really want to say on this. Again, lots of shonen aspects, a lot of anime tropes that you're just going to have to deal with because they do it often. It's not that they just do it, they do it a lot. It can get very tiresome, but it's definitely not bad. 2009. I thought it was 2019. I guess that's when it was put on Crunchyroll. Yeah, it aired from October 5th, 2000. Oh, wait, no, this is first season. I'm an idiot. I'm tired. I'm sorry, guys. But, I mean, the total score on Anime List is 7.45. I kind of find that pretty accurate. 6 or a 7. It's not, like, amazing, but it's pretty good. This first season was pretty good. Again, I really like the fight between Accelerator and Toma in this one. I think it is a very good clash of characters because it's kind of what you want. You kind of want in a fight where it's kind of a fight of ethics, a fight of morals. You want both characters to be compelling, and I actually think, for the most part, Toma's not the most interesting character in terms of like the normal stuff, but when he actually has these good like hero moments, the writers did really well, and the actor does great. And that's definitely what you want. But anyways, you guys, that's all I got for this review. I hope you guys enjoy. I will have a casting review or a review casting rather for this. It may take me a little bit. I'm going to be recording the other 2 seasons of Magical or a certain Magical Index. I was about to say Magical Warfare. That is the worst anime I've ever watched. But I will end up watching it again for you guys so I can complain. Because God knows there's not enough complaining in this world. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time. Have an awesome day and a good night.